Oh, it started.
I hate that people take my kindness for a weakness. I was swimming with the sharks, took a dive off the deep end. I be moving different. I ain't had no kids that on me deep and take a walk up in my shoes with the survive through the weekend. I hate that people take my kindness for a weakness. I was swimming with the sharks, took a dive off the deep end. I be moving different. I ain't had no kids that on me deep and take a walk up in my shoes with the survive through the weekend.
Whoa, what's going on, my guy?
What's up, Cannon? What's good?
Yeah,
with
this is
you?
Talk With Da Cannon, episode 1. I had to bring my man up in here.
Yeah,
This
man.
Mr. Smack Addamzz. It's been a while.
It has.
I just want, shout outs to everybody who have turned into this first episode of Talk With Da Cannon. I'm your host, Cannon, Got my man Smack Addamzz in the building, producer, CEO of The Matriculation, producer, rapper, songwriter, ghostwriter. He been around 20 plus years, man. And if you're new to the channel, definitely hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And, I'm just happy to have y'all here. I'm your host with the most, and we're going to get right to it. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, bro.
Yeah. Well, they call me Smack Addamzz or Slug. You might hear people call me that, but I've been making music for since 2000, what, like 2008, 2000, man, even earlier than that. But as far as professionally, 2008, I was going to Sheffield. That's a school for recording arts. You know what I mean? I could do live sound, studio engineering, broadcasting, whatever. You feel me? Back in the day, I started a couple of brands. They took a little hold of the city for a little while. Then they died out. But this matriculation thing, yeah, I'm a big CEO energy, bro. Big CEO, like real. We got even a puppy from the pound got paperwork, and we got paperwork on this business. You hear me?
Facts. And it's funny because when I met you, I had just moved to Baltimore County, probably like my 11th grade year, I want to say. I had met you then, and I had known you was doing the music for a long time out in Randallstown. And I would catch the bus up to where you stayed at, or whatever, or walked, or got a ride, whatever it was. You was making beats back then. You was rapping, and then we
Songwriting
got
too. I was writing
songwriting.
niggas
Gotta
bars.
say the
Don't ever
songwriting.
forget, I was writing some of you niggas rhymes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that got think they whole entire career to you.
Nicknames, the whole brand, or some of these people. But
That's interesting. And
yeah.
so speeding up the '08, you started. Was it Top Click?
Yeah, Top Click was like the first. We were Top Click when we was in the streets, but we became Top TF, Top Familiar. My man Nardo. It was like
Yeah,
15
rest in
good
peace,
artists.
Nardo too, man.
That's my nigga. My nigga Chopper. He got hit by a bus in front of my crib too. Like a lot of crazy stuff. I lost both of my best friends when I was like in my 20s. So I've been making music in honor of them ever since.
So that's okay. So that's what brought you into it. But you was always creative, and so
then then I had the city saying this right here. Everybody was saying that for a little. That shit was going crazy. I don't want nobody act like they wasn't trying to ride this wave. They was riding this wave, man. They was
with the Yado.
Yeah, I had became a marketing and consultant for the Yado shit. And then I turned it into a big label. That shit turned. I had members from Virginia, North Carolina, Texas. I had this is a lot of people wearing these hoodies. You feel me?
That's interesting. And you started right here in Baltimore, right?
Yes, sir. Randallstown. I had a song called Carriage Hill. I'm right up the street from where they shot Corinne and that kid.
Okay, yeah, roger that. Yeah. And so I remember that was a big story. When the police did what they did, it was, they deleted somebody that they ain't had no business doing. So that I do remember that on the news.
And to come to find out, she was absolutely correct about what she was saying. So the cops did that out of a spite or whatever they were doing that out. They did that, and then all we got was a settlement. We didn't get no real justice about that.
Yeah, Roger that.
Yeah,
That was a sad situation. But on
yeah.
the lighter note, um, as you begin to develop in your career, so you moved away from Baltimore, you
Yeah.
went down south, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in Memphis, Atlanta. I was actually I can't even say I moved down south. I just moved state to state. I was actually working on the road at the time, going studio to studio, just trying to get my name out there, making connections with artists, learning the so most people when they think about music they forget it's a business. So I started learning the business of the music. Now I want to teach to use the matriculation as a place to teach the financial literacy to creatives. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
why I
talk
went. That's
about
why.
that. The business side of this industry. You went to Sheffield. So at Sheffield, you learned what?
Recording and engineering, and now I'm going to CTU. That's where I'm learning all my business administration stuff. But I was already in that realm because I was learning consumer law,
Okay,
trying to fix my credit and all that, trying to do business in the States, learn how to do it. Now I'm trying to learn that international stuff so we can get that forex money. You know what I'm talking about? That forex exchange.
I understand where you're coming from. That's big. And so, just when it comes, because a lot of up and coming artists or a lot of people who have been local artists for a while and they're looking to transition, what's some advice that you could give them so that they can kind of level up in this industry?
I would tell them to learn what a sync licensing is, like how to use your music for just being more than just a rapper. Learn how to get in a commercial. Learn how to get in a movie. Learn how to, when somebody's doing a live event, you could make the instrumental for the sound in there and get paid for rotation in there. Learn how to get your publishing, so you don't have to worry about them giving you an advance. Or you learn that advance is not money they just give you. You got to give it back.
It's credit.
Advances are that's credit. So if you ain't doing, and I would tell you the credit is only 60 years old. Y'all better learn that credit. Learn that credit
Mhm.
and you'll know how to utilize it. That's how rich people stay rich. That's all I would tell you. As far as what I've learned. Oh, and don't trust nobody in this motherfucker. Cause they will.
I'm
We was
glad
just talking
I'm
about
glad
that,
you brought
Cannon.
that up. I'm glad you brought that up. So let me ask you something.
Yeah,
You've been around roughly 20 years plus. We're just gonna say 2 decades, right? You
yeah,
know,
yeah. We'll say roughly.
um, making beats, producing, engineering, mixing, mastering, rapping, writing for other
Whatever
people,
you could think of with this music thing, I love it so much. I done did every angle of it.
and you was probably one of the first people that I met that literally was making those moves early on.
And you gave
Fresh
me
out
my.
of high school.
Let's put this on the record. My man Cannon gave me my first computer to make beats on,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I mean,
my man still paid me for the beats afterwards. That's how you do business. He invested and still paid me for the beats afterwards.
yeah. I
So yeah,
mean, it's a lot of people don't understand that when you invest in people, it's not always about receiving something up front. That was what 18 years ago. You know,
yeah, 2008. That was around two. That was around two. Yeah, that was about 18. And
yeah, that was a
I had a
minute ago.
computer older than some of you niggas.
you know, it just the see. I was in some of them ciphers, yeah, them ciphers and all that. It was a lot of
16 niggas
rappers.
in my mama house.
What? Yeah, you had everybody from up Liberty Heights, all around the West Side, showing up. People from over East in your mother house.
In my
You know what I
mom
mean?
house.
In your room. You know what I mean? Producing.
Yeah,
And
some niggas that turned out to be better rappers, but some turned out to be better producers. Some turned out to be not even a part of the culture anymore, but they might have became a cameraman. Something around with the community of creatives, because not everybody's supposed to be the star. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I just opened the door to be a creative for a lot of people.
and that was big. I think it's interesting to know that oftentimes a lot of people don't realize that um, you don't start off with a lot unless you come from money. But you took what you had. What I like about you is you took what you had and you built on it. You you wasn't a hater, you wasn't gatekeeping, you didn't just produce, you created top click, you created like movements. And
Yeah.
for a lot of people, especially in that particular part of the northwest side, you know, that whole corridor, a lot of people know you. A lot of people, I would hear your name and
Or
I'm
act
thinking
like they
about,
don't. Or
yeah,
act
yeah,
like
I'm like, yeah, I remember you at some of them ciphers
yeah,
taking notes. You know, we was in there freestyling, you know, and
yeah.
they would come. I was bringing folks through. It was folks
Everybody.
popping up. It was folks already there. You know what I mean? We had your mother whole front porch loaded with
Covered with
people
niggas.
getting ready to come in, and your mother come home from work like, who is all these people? You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, ma, I'm just
Yeah.
here to do my part.
Right. Came
You
to
know,
do me, but I'm leaving.
I'm just here, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave because it's 30, 40 deep.
And we
But
young, we
they
like 18, 19, so you know it's all the extracurricular in the house. She like,
yeah,
oh,
boy.
it look like
I'm
house
like,
party.
I mean, this man mother show up and there's too much going on. I'm thinking to myself like, all right, it's about that time for me to slide. But me, I was always early in, early out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But I
And if
laugh
it was too many
because
bodies in there, you moving around. I don't even know
yeah,
these
it's
niggas.
too
I don't
many
even know
people.
these niggas.
You'll look like a snake. I can't trust you. Let me
Yeah.
slide. And that brings me to my next thing. Going through, because one of the things that you just mentioned was don't trust nobody in this industry. What made you say that?
Well, because trust is not needed when you have a contract. The trust that you got a contract. I don't gotta trust you. You gotta understand that this is binding legally.
Hmm.
We don't need to trust. What I need you to trust is we gonna end up in court if we don't do this right. What I need
Right.
that's
That's facts.
and I'm tired of niggas saying, "Oh, you a snitch if you go to court." Shit, if you got my money in your pocket, I will see you in court. Look. I don't even tell them. I don't even. I'm not even a street nigga. I'm a music making nigga. I need my bread.
It's business. It's business.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know,
cost of doing business. Yeah,
yeah, if you're gonna do business, you gotta do it the right way. That's why I can't trust every handshake and smile, you know what I mean? Because
your man Quilly say,
financially, this is
"Keep them
how we feed
calms.
our
Keep them
families.
calms."
Yeah. This how we feed our family. So to
Yeah.
expect everybody, yo, I got you tomorrow. Yo, I'm looking, yo, you look out for me. And you look out for these
Nah.
people and you don't see them for 30 years.
And then when you
So
see them again, they act like they don't know who you is, knowing you done made. I got people that's walking around with the nickname I gave them, and they still act like they don't know who I am.
that's deep. That's
Yeah.
deep.
You
So let
walking
me
around, people calling you a nickname I gave you. You may have forgot that you got that nickname from me, but niggas walk around calling you that, and when you see me, or my number ain't changed in 13 years, man. You can put if you have my number, you had my number, it's still the same number, right? People that come around be like,
Mhm.
yo, what's your number, yo? Tell them the number pop up dopey. Oh, smack, you know what I'm saying? It pop up already. So now, with that being said, it's like y'all don't really want to see. Y'all don't really look for me. Y'all only when y'all see me, y'all. Oh, you a genius. Oh yeah. That's why don't trust that. Don't trust that person trying to stroke your ego.
The fake
Fuck what.
flowers, they give you the fake flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I've been there, you know,
Nigga, I know. Yeah.
and it's interesting to me um how long of a road it's been to see who has figured out how to, I guess, provide for themselves with this. Being in the music, that's what part of the reason why I transitioned into photography and videography.
That's still a part of the music, though. You gotta
Yeah,
understand that that's still a part of music. That the audio and visual go hand in hand. That's why
absolutely.
when people say, "Oh yeah, I'm a video," I still consider that. That's why I said I wanted to be a multimedia company, so I could do the audio, the visual, the storyboarding, all of that. When it come down to that, all that's go hand in hand with music. It's
And it's
like
necessary. It's so
yeah,
necessary.
yeah.
A lot of people
So
don't realize nowadays. You think that drop. This is my opinion. My opinion. I'm not the leader of this thought, but I'll say this.
yeah,
I believe that just
yeah.
dropping a song or freestyle on social media, I don't think that's going to get it done anymore. I think that those days was the early YouTube days, early Facebook days. I
You
think
gotta come
now
with a campaign, bro.
you got to come with a campaign and you got to have some traction behind you.
Yeah,
And it start
these
off,
young niggas at 16 getting cribs for their mamas off this YouTube shit.
mhm,
Like, and
so
even then,
they have a following, you know.
And even then, they'll break out and do music. They'll break out and do dances. They'll break out and do everything. Is still a form of entertainment. So that's where I feel like a lot of people that think they're gonna go viral off of just one instant, that's a lottery pick. And most of the time, it's not a lottery pick. Somebody in the background is scoping you to pick you and use you being naive against you. You think about the King Vons and the YNW Mellies. You think about the all them young
Hmm.
niggas. They get them 360 deals too. Shit, young boy. That's a
Yeah,
crazy. That's that notion right there. That boy still going to jail. You feel me? They done moved a nigga to Utah. They still going to jail. They not breaking that cycle in their mind. They might say they doing that, but you and I know I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore. I've been in, man, I done slept in vacants and all kinds of shit. Homeless teenager, whatever. But when you really come to peace and come to terms with your lifestyle, you don't care if somebody call you a street nigga or whatever. They can call you whatever, just as long as they don't call you broke, and as long as your daughter don't gotta call you through the glass on the jail, you good. And that's where I think a lot of this stuff is getting lost in the. But I also think the gang waking up too, cause that gangster shit going out of style.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's okay to make music at any age. Like I remember when you couldn't be an adult and make music. Once you got 21, you had 3 years. If you ain't winning 3 years, it was time to retire. Now
yeah,
was
well,
anybody making music. You got
yeah.
people from whole other countries rapping.
Man,
You know
South
what I mean?
Africa, all kinds of shit.
Indians, yeah, and now like because music is not one of them things that you stop when you become older. It's something
It's a
that you
universal
mature in.
language.
Yeah,
It's
it's
universal.
music is a universal language. You should mature in it in your craft, but I don't think you should stop. You
Hold
agree
up, I
with
got a
that?
question for you though, Candace. I got a question for you. So, do you believe that we should have like contemporary hip hop, like they got soft rock, soft jazz, like they
Uh
got
oh,
different genres?
I lost you sound wise. You there?
Yeah, you can hear me.
I can hear you. Ask that
Okay,
question
so
again.
I say, so what do you think about having subgenres in the realm of hip hop? Like they got soft rock, contemporary jazz. They got all these other genres. We got to compete with niggas that's 21 years old, and we making music for niggas that's 45 because we in this era. You know what I'm saying? But we get lumped in all hip hop, all rap, all the same thing. So our genre being so wide, we get less of a chance to get our awards. Like you get a contemporary rock album, but you also get a soft rock album. You also get like they got genres for shit. What you feel about that?
No, I agree with that. I think we should have genres because not all rap is created equal. Not all of the we'll say the production is the same. Like
Yeah,
disco is not the same as jazz. Jazz is not
fact,
the same thing as rap. You know what I
right.
mean? I think for example, drill is a genre. You know what I mean?
That shit,
Dance
that
and it's
genre is wild as fuck, but yeah.
yeah, but it's a genre. Then you got hardcore. It's a genre. You got boom bap. It's a genre. I think
Yeah,
that we should make sure that when we delineate the different types of music within the rap ecosystem, that we should
yeah.
have a lot more different, I guess, tabs open. And a
Categories,
lot of
yeah,
times, yeah, the categories don't really get explained clearly. Battle rap,
yeah.
freestyle rap, because I could go listen to a freestyle, a free verse on bars on I-95 or Funk
Them
Flex,
LA
just to hit
leakers, when them niggas go in there and do
LA
45
Leakers. Yeah,
minutes.
I might not want to hear a whole album. I just might want to hear a nice little free verse. You know what I mean?
You know how we used to have on mixtapes, they have like songs they remix over. They got
Hmm.
Lloyd Banks rapping for an hour on that joint. Then you get one of their singles. I think that to differentiate the categories, because why is Griselda going against Opium, Playboy Cardi and them boys? It don't
Right.
sound. How is that
It's not even the same type of music.
right?
And as a person that listen, if you listen to Griselda, you might like them, and then you might also like Playboy Cardi and them in a
And
different
I'm a
part of your
person that
day.
prefer both. I'm a person that prefer
Yes,
both.
right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like to even put them against each, they not even in the same comparison lane because they music Trippy Red or Childish Gambino, like you know, you mix it. I think that people are mixing artists. Like I couldn't compare Lil Baby to Jadakiss.
I couldn't. No, I couldn't.
Yeah, I
Cause
mean,
I'm
so
like Styles said, he want to be the grimiest nigga when it comes. Like they want to be the thoroughest nigga when it comes to them bars. And but see, then there's artists like myself. I give you them bars on like Carriage Hill, but then I got a song like Thought Father that sound like a strip club. So I'm gonna be one of them dudes that's just you. I got different soundtracks for different realms. You know what I'm saying? I
right,
can't compare that to this. Like it's times where I want to be introspective and give you signs of my life, and then there's other times I just want to act a fool.
right. Yeah, and you are very eclectic like that. You're not. I think one of the reasons why I like the direction you have grown into is because what I like about you is, like you said, you can be in these different brackets. You got different sounds, different genres within it. You got your boom bap side, and you got your your rapidy rap type flows, and then you can
My
switch it up
rabbity
on your
raps though, that's
yeah.
crazy.
So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
um, who would you say your influences growing up rap wise were? You know.
My favorite rappers are Method Man, Pimp C, Project Pat. Uh, sheesh. The last one, the last like four, like my top five, my last two always interchangeable. But shit,
Method Man, Pimp C, Project Pat, and
that's the
then
top. That's my top three, and then 3 6 Mafia. They
that's
like
your group. Yeah.
that.
Okay.
That's the group I always listen to. But then you got like new age. West Side Gun. I like the way he do his shit, man.
Yeah,
Cause
Westside Gun. I like his movement. Like he's
yeah,
the.
it was true to
I like
himself.
how he moves.
Yeah, he was true to himself, and they didn't have to like back down from being boom pat rap, but they not boom pat, they just artists, yo. You feel me? They paint whatever brush they put in there. I like J. Cole too, but I gotta say my dog Kendrick because I watched K Dot from C4 when he was doing the when he was K Dot for real, like because I
Yeah.
had a friend from California brought me over. She brought me a CD from I Am Stu, Kendrick Lamar, J Rock, and there was one more dude from the Bay. I can't remember. I think it was '03 Greedo. That he not from the Bay either. He from LA. It was somebody else. But yeah, I mean I'm always into music, but um I like different genres, all kinds of stuff. You'll be surprised what my favorite rock band is and shit like that. But as
Who
far
your
as hip
favorite
hop,
rock band? Since we there, you.
oh, the Deftones, like I do like the Deftones, but Parliament Funkadelic is one of my greatest is the greatest band of all time though.
Hmm.
Y'all
Who
know
would you
something about
say?
that?
Who would you say locally? Even though you're not in Baltimore anymore, Baltimore. Who was you listening to from Baltimore?
Who was I listening to? Because I don't really
Or,
listen to the
or I
city no
mean,
more.
name. You can name people that's relevant today as well.
Um, the Yellow Bus Gang, Sleazy, Sosa. Who else? I listen to Young Bones, of course. That's my man. Um, uh, I was listening to Billa when he was out. Treso, of course, my dog, Tone Chifa, Linwood a little bit. Um, but I see all the people I would mention are all older dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
My nigga Comp
Yeah,
got some of the
comp.
illest.
Yeah,
Comp got some of
yeah,
the illest bars a nigga ain't never heard. You know, feel me?
yeah.
Like I
Comp,
fuck with
comp. When
yeah,
he was
man.
on, I remember. I remember. I think he was riding around giving out CDs back in the day, and he came past the school, and he had the little joint with him. I want to say it was him and Jada on there. They got me
Yeah,
running, and I weigh about 300.
that was
Yeah,
that him ghost. He was like run,
yeah, that joint. Yeah, that joint.
and one
And then
dropped
when
it
he
out.
was
He's
on
a
the
bitch.
game,
You
I
can't
felt like he
match.
had made it. I'm like, Comp
Yeah.
on a game now. I was proud of him. Shout outs to Comp.
Shout out to
Um,
Comp, man.
and
Uh,
then
we had my nigga Smash, rest in peace. I was used
yeah,
to
yeah,
listen to
yeah.
him.
Babe, that joint. You
Yeah,
know
that
that,
was my shit.
yeah, that. I ain't gonna lie, I crashed my car to that. My
Hey
first
yo,
ever car, I crashed
I ain't
my
gonna lie
car to
to you.
that
That was
because
that was a
I was
dark
turning
era.
the
I don't like
radio up
even
to
talk
that
about that
song.
era. My-
That I crashed the car to that, total the
That was dark.
car.
It was a dark time, bro. If you know what a blue dolphin was, that's
Oh
what.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That was definitely you. You know,
I couldn't stay away from them things. That's why I stay like I ain't do a lot of stuff in life because I knew I had an addictive personality, man. So
yeah.
I left a lot of
You was definitely the blue dolphin guy, bruh. I ain't even gonna hold you. I mean, I come to your house one day, yo got the studio up, his little arraignment of blunts, cigars, cigarellos, backwoods, or whatever it was at the time. I think it was probably
We was moving
Rillos
the
at
Dutch
that time.
Masters, man. We was the
Yeah, the
fat
Dutch
touchy.
Masters and the Rillos, and then like, what's this? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. I was like, yo, put a beat on, yo.
Hey,
Like, yeah.
hey,
Um,
you cut, like niggas would be in my house. It'd be hot, sweating. You just see big cups of orange juice. Niggas
yeah,
drinking
yo,
underage
in a
drinks.
big cup, with 1 cube of ice in it.
Hey, yo, why you?
Yeah.
Cuba Ice sweating in that junk like. Hey,
So
hey.
artists from that I gotta mention. YBS
Oh,
Schooler.
QG. I gotta put my dog in it. Yo, my nigga QG is probably one of the illest niggas I ever heard put a 16 together in Baltimore, yo. My dog, Quentin Gold Music, yo. Look my man up, yo. I gotta tell you,
Okay.
the wolf, that nigga is treacherous, bro. My nigga B Money too.
Okay, B Money, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's my dog.
I like more of the mainstream guys, the locals that been through the stew and all that, Slick Al, all of them. But I like, of course, rest in
I
peace,
like
Scooter.
Shorty Shorty too. That's my
So,
nigga. I fuck with.
yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was proud of him when I seen him come up, shorty. But YG Tech, my man. I
Yeah.
heard
Tech.
YG Tech on his freestyle one time. I'm like, yo, killing him. And then
Who?
from that day forward, I'm like, all right, YG Tech, my favorite out the city. It was YG Tech. Before that was Scooter and Moose, and
Yeah.
then
Hey
YG
yo,
Tech.
YG Tech and Moose went back and forth, and one of them bitches went
Yo,
crazy. I said,
that joint, and what's that?
yeah, funny.
Roddy fire too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Roddy
And,
Rats.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's my
got a
dog.
song too. Who else? Who else I got a shout
Oh nah,
honorable
yo,
mention.
we're not even gonna play them games. That nigga take cold motherfucking bang,
Oh
big
yeah,
28, man.
Tate,
That's my
yeah.
dog.
He he he's actually underrated. He's actually
First off,
underrated. He
the
actually can
illest
spit,
nigga in
bro.
Baltimore to ever do this shit, yo. Take Cobain, bro.
He
And I don't give a fuck who don't like that. The illest to ever do it is the nigga Take.
yeah, he's actually underrated. Shout outs to him too. Who else? There's a couple other people. OTR Chaz.
Yeah.
Um, I gotta give you two more.
What's some niggas? What was them niggas? I don't even know them niggas like that, yo. Man, I can't. We gonna be shouting out the whole city because we tapped there for real, yo.
I
we
like
start, we gonna end up in Lowell some fucking way.
all right, one more. I gotta get my man because I ain't gonna lie. For a couple of years, YGG Tate was the man, yo.
Hey yo, nah, and you gotta get Scholar then. If you gonna do Tate, you gotta get Scholar.
Are you talking about
You
YBS
gotta get.
Scholar? Yeah, I mentioned
Yeah.
him, YB. Everybody from, yo, I feel like Baltimore got a lot of talent that people really not really speaking on. My man, yeah, that Black.
Yeah.
That's my man too.
Hey yo, you know what they do? You know what they do to our town, yo? They come through, get their sauce, and they leave. Nigga.
Yeah, they come and rap on our music, rap with us, and then
Why
they
the
did.
fuck niggas is bipping? Why niggas is bipping out of town though? That's the craziest work I ever seen. You a bipper? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Who
you
you get
drag?
that
Oh you
from?
on? So
I
everybody
like Los
dragging
too.
now? Everybody dragging now? If you know I
Everybody
got my
drag.
roots
Remember it was
shagging and
shagging and they were
dragging.
shagging and dragging. They
Yeah.
got that from Baltimore. Started a lot of other people, and then I feel like when we was really hitting, Atlanta was really starting to come up, and Atlanta ended up becoming
The song type of
like the
way.
rap
No
mecca.
disrespect to Rich Homie Quan. The song type of way. We always used to say you must feel some type of way.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah.
Since we in Atlanta, I think my favorite artist maybe 3 years ago out of Atlanta, just for the new school, was Lil Baby. I felt like
Baby
he
was
was
on
the
his
better
shit.
version of Gunna and Young Thug.
We speaking of Baby, yo. That nigga 42 Doug, that's my nigga, yo. I
Oh,
just
you
like the
like
way
42?
that's my nigga,
Yeah,
yo.
42 Doug.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
ESTG, them niggas came out with the best duo album in a long time. I ain't seen heard.
You said ESTG?
Yeah, them two
Yeah,
niggas.
he hard too for real.
Yeah. What you think
He,
about them Jacksonville niggas, yo? All them young niggas that you talking about spinning on shit.
yo, they beats me fire.
Yeah.
They beats me fire.
I can't be in the battle. I can't be in the beefing shit like that. That bring me to a vibe I used to be on as a kid. I can't do all that no more, man.
Yeah, they definitely. Florida got goons. They make a lot of street like their street rap have taken over. I remember
Right.
when
And they be
when
having the firest beat, like you'll be singing a song, like the "When I See You" joint, or
yeah, that's hard.
I said, yo, what the fuck? You got me talking about niggas getting killed. Who I smoke that shit. I said, hey, yo, niggas got genius minds for campaign. That's another thing. These niggas have great minds for marketing, but they can't stop thinking of shooting and killing each other. You can market so much, like them niggas can make a
So
jingle in a heartbeat.
let's bring it back to the business side. Far as marketing, when you say marketing, what do you mean by that?
What I mean by marketing, I mean the whole campaign. You gotta have your Google ads set up. You gotta have your press kit set up. You gotta have your. It's a lot of paperwork go with music, yo. Like you gotta have your PORs, which is your
That's a
publishing.
bar. It's a lot of paperwork that go with music.
You feel
That's a
me? Sheet music, yo.
mm-hmm.
But and don't y'all niggas start taking my shit just because I start talking, man. You know
No,
how to start
it's
doing
definitely a
that.
lot of paperwork that go with this. If you don't
Yo,
know, if you don't got your your situation together, you definitely need to go back and get your paperwork together. You drop every time you release a new song, you should have paperwork for it. You should
but
have a
every
copy of
time,
your
every time you
lyrics.
do anything concerning your career, and we talking about a career here, if we doing
Every
music,
step you take, it should be a paper trail to cover it.
every little step you take, you need to see. You want some paper, you want some money out the game. You gotta have be able to show your work, yo. So when you walk into a building, if you walk in there with your hands empty, you're not walking in there correctly.
Talk about all right. So on the marketing side, talk about analytics for a second.
Okay, as far as analytics goes, those are the things that show that'll show you your impact on the community and where you have to where you have to embellish or even sometimes digress and using certain things because they're affecting your demographic. Your demographic is your people that you're trying to
Your
affect with your
fan
music.
base.
Yeah, your fan base. So if your demographic is not being affected, then you might want to check your analytics and change something to get that interaction that you're searching for. Damn, you got me out here schooling niggas, man. They need to pay for this
No,
tuition. You feel me?
no, it's important though because a lot of times if we don't bring the information out, even though we
Yeah,
talked about who we like in the city and who we like abroad, we still gotta discuss
taking
because you're
care
a
of that
producer.
shit.
You own some things. You're a CEO now, and like
Yeah,
I'm proud of you because you came a long way. And as
yeah.
a person that used to do music and I didn't really
Hey,
understand
stop with
any
that.
of
Used
this
to do
business,
music, yo. Hey, yo. We gonna do this live on camera. I heard them two joints that you just. You
yeah,
feel me? If you drop the day, if you drop the daycare, then we be good. You understand? You still
yeah,
got you
you
still
know,
you just ain't got the fire. You may not got the fire, but you still do music, bro. I don't want people to stop saying that. Like I retired from doing music. As long as your heart sing, dog, you making music, bro. It may not be on a paper. It may not be on a. It may not be in a booth. Your music could be getting those events together. Just your heart still singing, dog. Like you forever do music because it's a universal language. You can't never stop doing music as long as you're creative, as long as you recognizing the God in you to make some shit. You got music in you, bro. We
no,
just
that's
couldn't.
real.
That's real shit. It be hurting my feelings to hear all my homies be like, dog, I don't even make no music, man. We do make shit. You make some music somewhere. You making some
And I,
music
I
somewhere.
still play around. I still drop my little bars for myself, but ain't nothing I'm releasing to the public. It's for like I said, I let you hear some stuff, and it felt good to let
Yeah.
somebody hear where I was coming from, especially by you knowing me personally. It was just like let me let you hear some things so you could see how I don't think I
But you
missed the
made the
beat with
music,
the
but you still
bars.
made the music though. You still made the
Right,
music though.
right, and I I love the creative thing, the whole aggressively
Right.
creative brand. That whole that's me. Like I like to be around the music. I like to be around the art. It's
So
it's
how do you
it's
feel
always
about so how you feel about the young content creators that come out and do streaming and the YouTubes and that whole genre of that anime, the anime kids starting to get their bag, and then the sports they starting to get their bag because everybody could categorize because of YouTubes and that type of thing. Like how we trying to make this podcast thing a niche where we just spreading the knowledge that we had, but the clothes on my back, I made them. You feel me? This is what I mean by
mhm.
having a campaign. Like you got clothes you made. You got the logo that you got on your tee on your. So when it comes to that, how do you feel about people being so young, being 15-year-old millionaires, 13-year-old millionaires because of this game, because of this content thing? How you feel about that?
It's funny because it's breathtaking when you look at and see that you can do what you like, and it can really change your life, especially if you consistent. I think the key word is definitely consistency.
Yeah.
Um, being able to have the right people in your corner or in your stable, especially if you're younger, making sure you have your finances together, make sure stuff is copywritten, make sure
Yeah.
you're not signing no weird contracts, making sure you got the legalese together. Everything is positioned a certain way,
You
and you
said
got to be
legalese. That's
organized.
that talk.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when you don't know what's going on, it's a
They can
headache.
say anything to you.
And I don't really do too much business by shaking hands no more. If we going, if I might meet you in public, and you might give me your word, but it's once we get that first initial business meeting out the way, and we discuss what's going on, what you expect from me, and I expect from you, or expect from your company, that contract going to police, and it's like, all right, we sticking to the contract. I got a client right now, he don't miss a beat, and he live by the contract. He don't ask me for nothing if it ain't on paper, and I like it that way because I know what he can trust, that I'm gonna follow our agreement. And
Yeah.
in this industry,
And do
you
good
can meet
business, because
millions of
that's
people.
what the contract, the agreement. You in the contract. You being able to appease your client by doing what the contract tells you to do is good business, and you
And
pay
if
the
you
cost
want
to
to
be
go
the
above and
boss.
beyond, that's cool. But
Yeah.
you only get paid. You only obligated to handle what's written on paper. Those homeboy hookups, I ain't gonna lie. I got some people I still show love to on that because I know they got me on the back end. But when it
But you
comes to
gotta
the
have
front
some
end,
rapport with me though to have that
yeah,
homeboy hookup
I'm
now.
not going out my way. Like if you're a new person, I don't expect for me to just give you a handout. Now if I want to be a blessing to you, and
I might be the kindness of my heart type of guy.
yeah,
I might give you that.
that's if God reveal, like, yo, help him. You know what I mean? And for those people, they know who they are. I won't shout them out on here. But if you know me, you know me.
Yeah, family know who family is. Your kid
Yeah,
know who
for
they are.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Now, but I started doing this, and again, this is the first episode, Talk with the Cannons, because I just wanted to give people a platform where they could do what they needed to do. And
Man, I
it's been a
appreciate you letting me
long
be the
time coming.
first candidate, bro. I do.
Yeah, come on, bro. I've known you for so long. I gotta run a pilot episode. I gotta put somebody in who know what's going on, because it's organic. It didn't take a whole lot of politics to get you on.
Yeah,
As the channel grows, Lord's will, as people
yeah,
begin to take notoriety and see what's going on, they'll begin to see, okay, this is something that we can do to really benefit us. There's not a lot of platforms where you get to be yourself on. Sometimes you gotta overcompensate, or it's a little too businessy or too political. This is something
yeah. I
where I
can't
want
go
you
on
to
those
come.
I can't go on those podcasts. I can't be myself. I'm gonna get put
Yeah,
out.
right. And just a podcast where we're gonna get to the grassroots of it. I want people to be able to speak on it. Don't gotta just be hip hop and music, but that's your genre. That's
Yeah,
something
current
that
events,
I'm
whatever.
passionate
I
about.
understand what you mean by that. I
Yeah,
dig that.
hopefully one of my shout outs to some of the other guests that I have in the mix. I got some young ladies coming on that they going to discuss some things. I hope to hear about relationships, some counseling, some
Entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurship. Just I want to hear from people. I want to hear what they thinking, and just give them the platform to be able to really do what they doing.
Yeah.
Businesses, because you never know until you hear out somebody else. And sometimes you feel like you crazy until somebody say, I went through that same thing.
Bro, I always think I'm crazy, bro. I always think I'm crazy, like, cause
Facts.
I be feeling like I'll be the first one to go through stuff, and then when everybody get here, I be like, I told y'all, and then it's just
Yeah,
I don't know
because
how
in the
to.
beginning there's a lot of doubt.
Yeah,
So let me ask you this about when you was building the music and developing your brand and your platform.
yeah,
How hard was it to keep people around that wasn't just coming to use? Like, tell me about that whole process.
yeah. As far as keeping people around, it's hard to keep people. Period. Like I'm not, and that's not my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to keep people. I keep the fires of the passion of your music going. You want to come back and do it, we can do it. If we can't, we can't. I see you in passing. What's up, shorty? But as far as keeping a person, I'm not keeping nobody. They better
Mm-hmm.
keep up. A motherfucker better keep up. That's what. That's all I got for them. I want you to understand that out of most things, If you want to be kept, you'll keep yourself. You'll keep your you I kept you in mind. I call you. We go to the next day. We're not even the next day. Same couple of hours. We talked about this about the broadcasting of this 5 years ago. For people that don't know, me and my man we stay connected. I might have fallen out of contact with him. You feel me for like a year or two. Get back in contact. The same day I call you, we pick up where we right where we left off.
That's
I
how it's
don't keep
supposed to be.
but I don't keep, but I don't have to keep you, yo. You already God kept you for me. I just go,
Yeah,
I
we
just go.
we, we brothers. That's just how it's
Yeah,
going to be. Now, as
right.
far as the artists on your labels and the production and things like that, how hard is it to keep people developing? Are they? How do you find your artists? Maybe that's a better question. How do you find your artists, and
How do I
what
find
does it
they
take to
find
get
me?
down on it?
What happens usually is word of mouth. Somebody be like, "Oh, you never heard of Smoke? You ever heard of Slub? You ever heard of Smack Addamzz? Oh, let me let you hear their music." And then they hear, and they like, "Oh yeah, I'm on." And then they'll call me on the phone because I'm always in the studio, so you gotta text me most of the time. They'll call me. I missed the call. They'll text me. I get their information. I call them back. We run the numbers. We talking business like we supposed to be talking business. We ain't talking at all because there was times where you was like, yo, you told me personally, you said you speak about the money too much. I don't even speak about the money. If you Until we speak about money, you were speaking hypothetically, and that's not a business I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting ready to play hypothetical games. I'm not. When you ready, pay the invoice and we can talk.
Yeah, that's all it is. I talk to you. I do a free call where we just discussing.
Consultation, yeah, I give you
Yeah,
that.
I'll consult. I've given away a lot of consultation, and I've given away things that maybe I should have uh charged for. And if you
Yeah,
know, you know. But at the
yeah,
same time, I realized that overall, if you bring a benefit, or you bear fruit, like eventually they're gonna want to do business. Like, man, he give up free game. There's a lot of things that I've done for people, and they're like, bro, I ain't even think about it like this. And then they
yeah.
tap in, and how much you charge. And once they start asking for prices for certain things, and that's we do a rollout. I've done so many things for other people that I forgot to start promoting myself, and
How you know? That's how I know you were truly about helping other people.
and that's been my nature. And it's okay to help people. It's not okay to get used. So, like
Or
we were
help people
joking,
to your detriment to the point where you hurting
right?
yourself.
And I had to learn that over the last 15, 20 years.
Me too.
You can't help everybody, but I can't be upset with my natural nature is to help. So if I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna look out for you, but I'm not gonna let you finesse me into, because there's a lot of people that think that they think they slick. They not
But
finessing.
but y'all, they don't know the term kindness of my heart, that
Yeah.
compassion or mercy.
And you might get that one and done, and then I'm like, you're a bluff. You're not going to put no money up. You're not going to handle business, and then you just kind of let them fall to the wayside, and you
They
learn.
cut they self, coach. They don't put themselves in the game. You give them plenty of opportunity. You give them a playbook. They still won't
Hmm.
put themselves in the game.
And you learn by let you tell somebody no. Watch how they attitude be after you say no. Like, I can't do it, bro. And
Nigga.
then
That's
then
why I
you
got
start
them
hearing
words
through the
now, Cannon.
grapevine your name getting thrown under the bus a couple of times. You
They
been through
doing
that?
you They doing you muddy too. They doing you the worst way. You think this year, and this be your man, your day one from like third grade. You like, shorty. He talking about the times you pissed in the bed. Like, trust me, I know. I know. And the whole time you was doing the mission for everybody. You was doing this shit not for yourself, so
Hmm.
everybody could eat, bro. I know how they do you. Trust me. They do me the same fucking way.
And so I've learned over the years, some of my greatest friends and people I respect is new people. I used to be like no new friends back in the day. Now I'm like,
Man, I all new friends. Fuck 'em.
yeah, all the people that I do business with. I just received a text message. I got somebody reaching out to me from out of the country saying, I'm just checking in and make sure you're good when I come back to town. It's up.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and,
First of all, I got a business partner in Brazil right now, doing great.
mm-hmm. And that's what it's about. And I'm not saying it brag. I'm just saying, and the reality. I'm saying it because the reality of it is, it's the people that I just met that I've been doing business with, and I haven't known them two and
Last
three
four,
years,
the last
and
four
they, and
years, I
they
done got the best
supported me
friends
the
out of.
most. Shout
Yeah,
out to my man, yeah, that black.
Yeah.
because when I first met him, he was hungry. He was doing his own thing. He already had motion. You know, I called him for one event. He saw the vision. He saw what I was doing. He started doing
I
skits with
wish
me.
you
He
would have
tapped
called
in.
me.
You was out
Sheesh.
of town. You was out of town. You know, it wasn't nothing you could do about it. The stuff we was
Yeah.
doing was local, and
Yeah.
he been around. I've been knowing him
But I
maybe three,
appreciate you.
4 years now.
Yeah, but I appreciate you always keeping me in mind though.
Yeah, come
That's
on,
what.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what you see how fast I put this together. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
the cannon.
You know, man. So it's just like I appreciate who appreciate me, and
Yeah.
I'm not looking for no round of applause. I like
Nah,
people that
fuck that.
tap
We giving you
in.
a round of applause. Fuck that. We giving
Yo,
you that. We
yo,
giving you
silly
this.
man. You see,
Fuck that. We giving you your credit. Fuck that. Nah, we
you
give him
know.
his credit.
But I like I said, I like people that like some of the people that I respect the most is people that I met over the last couple of years. Shout outs to Critique. You
Yeah.
know, she introduced me to DJ Duke. I'm running around. I was
Bro,
running
I
around with
can't
them
believe
for a
you're a
whole
cannon
year.
man. When I met you, you was a rapping ass nigga. Like I could not get you to stop rapping. Like, yo, when I first met you, this nigga Cannons, yo. This nigga get to rapping, yo. Rap my head off for like 5 hours. I be looking at him, yo. I'm tired, yo. He still going. Now
That's how it was when we was young. Everybody
you had
thought
the
they was.
hunger.
Yeah, I was hungry. I was. I grew up in a time where everybody rapped, and if you wasn't nice, you couldn't do it. You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
couldn't step in.
Remember some of them top click ciphers?
You
People
used to
was
get
coming
put out.
over. I ain't saying no names. Some of them know they was on the wall though. Some of them they was sitting on the wall listening, nodding their head like yo nice. You know, I remember them days.
Hey,
Eh,
nah. When niggas used to be like, all right, when niggas would see everybody come in, they be like, no, all right, yo, I'm gonna hit out. That's the ones I like. I
Uh,
like them niggas that they talk all that shit. Talk all that. Oh, you rap, huh? Nardo coming in, you coming in, Bank. They be like, oh nah, we'll be back, yo.
yeah, they. Yo, I'm gonna go to the store real quick. They gone 4 hours. They
Man,
little they ran out of writtens. They can't do nothing. You know, so yeah, bro. Like, but I just wanted to say
macaroni
I'm proud of
pieces.
you, man.
Proud of you
Uh,
too, Shorty. This only the beginning though. We just getting
Only
here.
the beginning. You went to Sheffield. You back in school again. You done
Yeah.
been
I'm about to
all
go to
around the
graduate school.
nation.
I'm about to go to George Mason after this.
You need to get
Yeah,
your
I'm going.
credentials together. You
Yeah.
know, you developed and produced a lot of content for a lot of people. Um,
I got clothing, the matriculation.shop, and go get that. I got
okay,
clothes.
yeah.
I
Tell me
got
about the
clothes.
matriculation. How did you come up with that name too?
The matriculation, it means school. Cause this ain't no fucking playground.
Mm,
Like this ain't that's pretty much how I can put it to you, because everybody playing too much. This is the matriculation, and it just really means paying your dues to graduate. Your life is a matriculation. You pay your dues, yo. That's why I'm the big matriculation. I call myself that because I'm learning every day. I'm flourishing every day. Top of the matriculation, top of the daily matriculation. It's a word that mean learning, and everybody got to learn sometime.
no, that's deep right there. I like that.
Appreciate that.
The
Yeah, thank you.
matriculation. And
I made that 4 years. Remember we was at mommy house, and right before she sold the junk, I made it then. You was coming there. I get 4 or 5 artists there, and we ain't gotta say too many names. Doja Burner was there. E was there. My nigga
Slick
Gutter was
Al.
there. Slick Al popped through. My
Yeah.
girl K Mac. Who else was in that joint? J Lay.
You
But
might
you
well
know,
get your shout outs now, bruh.
hey, first of all, I got shout outs. We'll be going for days. They get them as they come, and then we. But yeah, but as far as
Yeah.
my shout outs go, I call my niggas the Sluvs. Shout out the Sluv ones. They know who they is.
Yeah, that's
You know.
facts.
Yeah.
It's bro, it's a lot of people just in that whole northwest area. I remember when I first moved out that way, I'm like running into you, I'm getting tapped in. I'm like, there's a lot of people out here tapping in, you
Yeah.
know, that
And I
whole
remember you
little
throwing
area.
events out the area that brought the flame, that brought the passion back to some people that worked. They was tapped in, but they fell out love with music, whatever the case may be. You was tapping niggas back in with their passion
Yeah,
through events.
that was all I wanted to do. My
Yeah.
goal was just to like that's what this platform is. Talk with the Cannon, really just the opportunity to give people that platform that they got some things that they want to say, you know, and
Well, I appreciate you for letting me put my contribution in.
Yeah, and it's always a pleasure. Whenever you got something you want to say, just hit me and
Tap
you can
in.
tap in. We could get a show done. You know what I mean? This, like I said, this was the pilot episode.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to give you the opportunity to get back in. Matter of fact, do you have some music that you wanted to discuss?
Oh, yeah. I just dropped the just when you go to the internet, just look up the matriculation music page. It'll pop up and everything, and that's me on there will pop up. But I just dropped
Now
some
this is
things.
on Facebook,
No,
Instagram.
this on anything. This on the matriculation is on Apple Music, Spotify. You feel me? Everything. Just look for it.
Word. Okay, so you got new music out, new single. What's the name of the single?
I got a new single called "Not a Fan of a Fan," and
Not a
then
fan of a fan.
another one, the other one is called Room 301, Room 301, Phantom of the Chopper. Rest in peace of my dog Chopper. That's for my man. But yeah, all October I will be dropping music. But the best place to catch me is the SoundCloud though, because I don't really be on the social media shit. I be on the SoundCloud though, because that's where people love music at.
Okay, on SoundCloud. And that's under the same name, correct?
The matriculation, yes sir.
Okay.
I
And
had
bro,
rebranded everything from Smack Addamzz because of the way my name is spelled: $mackADDamZz. People be like, I can't spell that. So then we came up with the matriculation, and it means school, so everybody can find that. John.
right. And it's like it's a real word. So
Yeah.
if you don't know now, you know.
Now
You
you
know.
know. I'm not just making shit up. You feel me?
Yep.
That's what I don't. Yeah, niggas be like, you just made that word up. What it mean? Bullshit. No, man, it's real.
For sure. It's for the learned. And I'll say this before we wrap up. Far as lyrics, far as being able to rap, you definitely you was probably one of the people that made me get my pen game up. So,
Hey,
I
yeah.
gotta give you your flowers. I ain't gonna hold you back. Then I was like, you used to be one of the ones that I felt like, all right, you know what I mean? I used to come through, I used to bring my family through, and they'd be like, yo, he nice, yo, I gotta, and
oh man, don't do that.
shout out to my man, Tommy, it used to be Tommy Guns. They Slick Nerd Pro. Shout outs to Slick Nerd Pro.
My
I remember,
yeah.
yeah, I put them in the. I remember that one battle I put them through with a family member, and he got off on them. And ever since then, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna never forget it. He got off on them, and
One thing we do,
they doing them with the open gym.
We
They performing real heavy. You know, I'm proud of them. You know what I mean?
That music life.
Yeah, that music life is definitely something big for me, and I hope they're hitting more from you, more people from your team.
I send
Don't
them right
forget,
to you.
yeah, let them know we can do an interview, get them on here, get them on the podcast, let them say what they want to say, and we can do what we do.
And that talks with the cannon. You feel me? The cannon.
Yeah, you already know, my boy. But if you rocking with me and y'all like this episode, shout out to my man Smack Addamzz. I'm the Cannon, and I want y'all to hit the like and subscribe button. What's your close? What's your
double back on the episodes too? Double back, because we got some gems in here you might need to read.
Yeah, definitely double back. There's a couple little gems in here.
Yeah.
If I could close out with anything, follow your passion. Make sure you stay consistent with it, and make sure that it's presentable and professional as you do it. So if you got music you putting out, make sure you got your paperwork done. If you building your marketing, develop that campaign, and you need to know what your metrics are.
Never be afraid to get that knowledge. Look, you can micro learn on Pinterest. You can get that knowledge about your craft, your business, whatever. Be thirsty for that. Don't be spending all your day on social media where everybody's smoking mirrors. Go get you some real viable substance out of life, man. Learn something.
Yeah, because y'all leaving money on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Table, you hear me?
Money on the table. You don't got if you like music, but you don't want to be an artist. There's so many other. You could be a marketer, a promoter, a manager, A&R. You could host events, develop platforms. You can make clothes. You could do
The culture is
design.
vast. The culture is for creators. Just create,
Yeah,
man.
the
Real
culture
talk.
for this is for creatives. It ain't just you ain't gotta just be a rapper no more. And if you rap or you sing too, that's just icing on the cake. You feel me?
Sprinkle that in with your content. Whatever you do, your content is supposed to be an embellishment of whatever you automatically do. So
But a
whatever
lot
you
of this
think,
is pay to play. You gotta put something
ooh,
something in it.
yeah, you gotta invest. If
You
you
gotta
that's the
invest.
thing.
If you ain't
If
gonna
you
invest
think
in
you're gonna get
yourself,
that
nobody else
freestyle,
will.
yeah, if you gonna get that freestyle, that 1 in a million chance, think about it this way: if you pay for it, the chances are less. The chances are greater that you get it because they'll see you. You'll be more visible.
Hmm.
But Candace, let me not talk your motherfucking head off, man.
Yo, I'm happy we got this together. I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit y'all with the closeout. Like and subscribe to the channel.
and yeah,
Like and
yeah.
subscribe to the channel, and we are out.
We
Peace.
gone.